I am 19 years old. I try to fit into the smallest space imaginable on my aunt's couch. The playsuit I wore would look better without tights, Mom had said. At that, I raised a brow and my stomach flipped in horror. The couches at my aunt's house are made of a corduroy-like material. Anything I could do to avoid feeling that, I would. Conversation breaks, and my uncle hands me a bottle of beer and an opener. My palms grow slick because everyone watches me fumble, even when they pretend that they don't. I open the bottle, but catch my finger on the jagged rim of the cap, tearing open the skin under my nail. It is a droplet of blood. But I want to scream from the sheer suddenness of the pain. With a lancing pain, a seal breaks on my cool exterior. The lights from the Christmas tree flash, seeming to bother no one. The music channel on the TV pulsates into my skull, forcing me to squeeze my eyes shut. My every taste bud burns with the intensity of the aftertaste of prawn cocktail Pringles. They put every flavour on the one plate, and I wasn't ready for anything but ready salted. A car passes on the road outside the window, headlights hurting my temples. I wish I could cry, but I can't. My baby cousin can. He's wailing and no one is surprised, and I am jealous.
I am 21. It is my first time having Christmas dinner with my college friends. We're not fancy with tight budgets and second-hand outfits, but we do love each other and that much feels true. My best friend pulled my name for Secret Santa. She bought me a jumper in the softest fabric and stitched a felt guinea pig on the front. A special interest of mine. Maria passes the gravy jug to Dee, who hands it to me without thinking. I freeze, thrown by the heat of the liquid in my hands. I hate it. It's gloopy and thick, and I can already feel it smothering my potatoes. To me, gravy is like watching a water droplet spill on marker ink. The even edges blur and you never get them back to their former neatness. I try to think of an excuse, a reason not to hurl the jug at the wall. Before I panic, Sarah takes the jug from me, careful not to let her fingers touch mine. Jen doesn't like gravy, remember? My friends nod. Conversation continuing as though my identity is not an unwelcome plot twist, but rather a punctuation beat in the unwinding story of our friendship group. Dee checks the volume of the music on her phone. It is the perfect level of low. They think I do not notice these kindnesses, but deep down, their kindness has replaced my former loneliness, and it is all I see.
I am 24, and the crib on my grandparents' counter is rickety and old. The thatch roof is threadbare from years of little hands snatching bits of loose straw. Nan hands me a discount store bag of cotton balls, telling me to stick it to the roof, to create a snowy scene before leaving the room to gather some holy water for a family mass. I touch a single ball of fluff and think about how I will never be rid of its loose cotton threads that catch on my nails. Cotton wool, I note, is hideous. Gently, my sister takes the bag from me, smiling as she passes our granduncle's Bible into my hands in exchange. It is a fair exchange, and a mark of our understanding of who I am. It is my turn to read a responsorial psalm. Soft leather and public speaking are two things I never had a problem with. Cotton wool has never bothered my sister. Just like that, I think, another kindness comes in the form of non-event. Just like that. It is utterly normal. It I start to realise, reading a letter to the Corinthians with a smile on my face, is me, my brightest self.
Now I am 27, and I know a few more things about my life and my brain. I am autistic. I have always been autistic. When I pack my bags to travel home, I will not bring high heels because they feel like stage makeup for an act I no longer agree to play. I'll bring several books that I will read exactly 3 pages of before bed each night to remain grounded in who I am. When I drive home for Christmas, I will listen to either the same Taylor Swift song for 3 hours or an audiobook on the history of slavery. There is no in between for me. And that's more than okay. That's perfect. On Christmas Eve, I will organise my food for the coming days, taking an inventory of my favourites. I will not be asked to compromise or bend who I am, nor will I command myself to be normal. I will not drink alcohol if I do not want to, and I will if I do want to. When my family ask me about my romantic life, my job, personal details, or my future plans to settle down, I will not blush, but I will tell them the truth. Right now, I am happy, and that is a state of being I plan to continue. In short, I will simply exist at a festive time of year, just like anyone else.